Good day, you bunch of absolute legends, and you are in luck because you're getting 2 videos today. Hopefully you've seen The Immortals Bohemond Part 2, but today we're getting back into Kyle Lannister. It's been such a long time since I played this that I have no idea where we were last time we played. Presumably doing favours for Joffrey. But you see, I've been battling an ear infection recently, and it's finally cleared up. Also, I was on holidays for a weekend. But yes, I'm back. And I apologise for the delay. It seems all I do is apologise for delays. Yes, I remember now. The last thing I did was create a 2-handed sword, which means I'm going to have to re-enable the cheats so that Kyle actually has the ability to learn how to use 2-handed, because otherwise I'll be swinging like a complete loser because I don't have 2-handed skill. But you know what, this is, as I said, this is my Let's Play and it's my content. I get to make it however I want. Now what I want to do today is get married, or at least find someone to marry, and I want to roleplay this decision. My character is effectively a barbarian of sorts. You know, they were born a bastard. They have only just, by the skin of their teeth and by luck, managed to chance into becoming a member of the king's court, even though Joffrey is no real king. They presumably have no idea about courtship. They might, you know chivalry because Kyle was apprenticed to his uncle Jaime, but he knows nothing about chivalry and nothing about marriage. So I think I want to go to Tywin, our lordly grandfather, and ask him, "Grandfather, could you arrange a match for me? Because this family needs heirs and I have no idea how to make those arrangements." So we are going to... First of all, let me check if we're at war. No, we aren't. We're going to Lannisport. Okay, actually, before we go, I'll just check if where Tywin is. Sunset Beach. Alright, let's go there. I will pause when I am back. And we are back, and something that happened along the way is that our clan tier went to 4, so we are pretty high up in the ranking system. Yeah, I like role-playing that we're sort of a almost mini-cadet branch. We're Lannisters of Harrenhal. And I have thought of a little name for, or a nom de guerre for Kyle. It could be the Lion of Harrenhal. Anyway, let's go speak to Grandfather.
You return.
Alright, I'm going to speed through this. See you in a bit. Lannisters do not act like fools. We take what is ours. I think those are the words of House Greyjoy, but nonetheless, I have asked my grandfather here to provide me with someone who can educate me in the more courtly ways, and also for him to arrange a match for me. Thank you very much, Grandfather. Alright. We have... my character is such a lickspittle. But, you know, they know what side of the bread they are buttered. I mean, what side of the bread... Oh, never mind. I can't even think of the expression.
Tywin stands by the window, his back to you for a moment as he gazes toward the sunset sea, before turning with his usual cold, piercing stare. He moves to his desk, the Valyrian steel sword you gifted him resting nearby. Rise. A Lannister does not grovel for that which is his duty to perform. You are correct, your blood is now recognized, but your manners remain those of the mud and the saddle. House Lannister survives because we are better, sharper, and more refined than those who would see us fall. He sits, steepled fingers resting beneath his chin. I shall send for a septo of high birth and a master of ceremonies from Lannisport. They will join your retinue. They will drill the common tongue from your throat and the slouch from your shoulders. You will learn the histories, the heraldry of every house from the wall to the arbor, and the delicate dance of the court. Do not try their patience. I expect results, not excuses. He pauses, his eyes narrowing slightly. As for a match, I have several houses in mind. The Tyrells of Highgarden have daughters with dowries that could buy a kingdom, and the Hydwars are ancient and prestigious. However, your seat is Harrenhal. You require a wife whose family can help you hold that cursed ruin and bring order to the Riverlands. I shall weigh the options. When I have found a woman whose alliance strengthens our position, you will wed her. You will not find her beautiful or charming or kind, you will find her useful. Now go. The tutors will arrive by nightfall. See that you do not waste their time.
Alright, it seems like he wants me to marry a Riverlands woman. Now, okay, I guess we could roleplay this. Either I could roleplay having them into my entourage, or I could actually try and find a few companions. I'd have to find one woman, one man, rename them. I think it'll just be easier if I roleplay they are now in my employ, the Master of Ceremonies and the Scepter. So, my character for the foreseeable future is now learning to be a courtly gentleman. And in the meantime, I think, well, I suppose we will have to... First of all, I'm going to get rid of this Sunset Beach tag, and I'm really at a loss of what to do, apart from find people to practice my swordsmanship on. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to hunt down the bandit parties and raise my two-handed swords level. So that will be all done off screen. I will see you in a bit when I am satisfied. I'm back. I've been in 2 battles, and I've got, just with 2 battles against bandits, I've managed to get my two-handed skill almost to 300, but I decided purely for arrogance and glory and vainglory, my character is going to fight an entire bandit holding hideout by himself. I'm the Lion of Harrenhal. As you can see, if my two-handed skill is now above 300, so in 3 battles I have managed to do the cap, or reach the cap. Come on out and face me, ye dogs.
I'll tear your limbs!
Yeah, I didn't have too many ideas for this video. I'm just gonna, apart from getting married, I'm just gonna wait until something happens and a suitable amount of time passes. Enough time to justify my character learning how to be a true gentleman, and then get married. And hopefully this kind of requires me to, for Tywin to actually pick someone who is actually in the game that I can marry. Maybe a Frey. They've got plenty of daughters. Otherwise, we'll just have to roleplay whoever I pick is of that house. Oh, not whoever I pick, it's Tywin who we'll be picking, but yeah. Because I remember in my Ardavan Crusader campaign, which I sort of have abandoned, I remember, I think in the test campaign, it's the person who was my faction leader suggested a particular person who didn't actually, I think they may have existed in real life, but not in the game, so I couldn't actually marry them, but oh well. Anyway, this bandit boss wishes to challenge me.
You've cut quite a swath through my men there, damn you. How about we settle this one-on-one?
Well, considering I have no one else with me, of course it's going to be one-on-one. It's a good thing this sword is Valyrian steel. Because the sword is almost as big as me. No, you can't really see the blade through the cape. Probably about 2/3 of his height. Anyway, we have retrieved some peasants. Anyway, my two-handed skill is now above the cat. Mission accomplished. think the next skill I want to train is crossbow, because my lordly father, Tyrion, has a crossbow, and he, well, in the show, if anyone, everyone would know that he kills Tywin with it, but, oh, sorry, I keep accidentally clicking the right mouse key. I bought a, what is it, a Razer mouse, and, it's got very sensitive keys. Let's see a stony, actually, let's improve my, there, I'm now a master of two-handed combat. Let's see if Stony Sept has a crossbow for me to buy. No, but they have bolts. Oh wait, they do have a... Okay, sure, a heavy crossbow. I'd prefer a light one, that way I could use it on a horse, but, you know... Oh well. And now I'm going to go to Harrenhal and play the waiting game. And I will be back when a war happens. See you. I'm just unpausing the game because something that should be pretty obvious if you know what to look for is that in this particular version of the mod, Harrenhal is not a ruin. Whereas in the next version of the mod, which is actually available, but I'm playing on an older version so that way I can switch back and forth between this and Render unto Phoenicia and also my other Eagle Rising campaign, because they're all the same version. The new version for this mod does have Harrenhal as a ruin. But because we won't be upgrading, because I'd have to delete the save file, I'm kind of considering role-playing the idea that my character decides that Harrenhal is too much of an expense to maintain in its current dilapidated form. And to reconcile the fact that in the actual game file, I mean not the game file, but the game programming, this, as you can see, is not a ruin, whereas in the actual show it isn't, I've decided that I'm going to roleplay by talking with my Sir Benfrey, my governor of this, or whatever his title is, of Harrenhal. I'm going to give him, basically, I'm going to say, hey, I want you to do a survey, I want you to draft the finest masons and whatnot, and here's a load of money, tear it down and rebuild. Because in the show, when my good father, who is running a sprint after me, he says, lyingly, that he's going to give Harrenhal to Baelish, and also make him Lord of the Riverlands in exchange for his help in wooing the Lysa Arryn to his aid. He suggests that Baelish, or Littlefinger if you prefer, could actually tear Harrenhal down and rebuild. Now, I ran this through ChatGPT a long time ago, and it said it would take like 10 years or something, but it would actually be possible. It would take a lot of money, but within 5 years or so, or maybe 5 or 10 years, you'd get a return of investment. So, my character, theoretically, well, you know, they have set themselves up for success. They don't intend to be usurped by anyone. No one, I suppose no one would, and they are part of the greatest house, or certainly the richest house in Westeros. Not really, because the Tyrells are richer than them. So yeah, I'm going to roleplay talking to my governor. I'm going to say, hire the masons, hire digging teams, hire absolutely everybody. You've got a blank check, even though checks don't exist. Rebuild Harrenhal and make it something smaller and more defensible. So, I'm going to pause and I'll be back when I get there. Okay, I have told Sir Benfrey what I want from him. I did it off screen, but let's see what he says.
By the 7, Lord Kyle, you speak of a task that would make even the Conqueror blink. To tear down these cursed, melted towers and wring something useful from this black stone. It is a daring plan, and one that suits a man of your vision. I speak plainly, as is my way. Many say Harrenhal is a tomb that swallows gold and lives alike. But with Meister Pine's scrolls and your bottomless purse, we shall prove the gossips wrong. will see every mason and laborer from here to Lannisport sweating under my watch. If it takes 10 years or 20, I shall keep the chisels moving and the foundations true. As for the gold dragons, your generosity is as vast as
I
the
offered him
sunset
5,000 dragons as a
sea. You
gift.
have my word and you have my blade. I'll manage this ruin until it's a fortress worthy of the Baratheon name. We'll make our own luck here, my lord. The work begins at first light.
That actually went remarkably better than I was expecting. Okay, I can't actually give him 5,000, but we'll just roleplay it because we have to roleplay a lot of things. So, yes. And I did say I'll just come in occasionally and ask him for updates. Okay, so I'm glad that went well. Kind of wish we were at war, but it makes sense that we would be doing this in peacetime. So I guess, my belligerence is going to cost me here. Riverlands. Okay, wait, so let's see who we could go to war with. We are paying... Whoa, we are paying the Vale quite a lot of tribute. I propose going to war against the Vale. And we are now at war with the Vale. We outnumber them. And now I'm going to take the bloody gate. Right, let's do this properly. Because I know from my Britain campaign in... what's it called again? I've forgotten the name of my Darius campaign. The Dariad, that's it. I know from that not having enough troops is a really bad idea. Okay, we'll just stop in for some troops here. Oh yes, we can get more because we went up a tier. Oh, Lysa Arryn herself has come to fight us.
Who are you? Answer quickly before I give the order to attack.
We are going to face her on foot, and I knocked her out with one swing. But we're going to attack. Although we asked her for safe passage if we won. We didn't say anything about attacking. This is good. Now I will speed through this battle starting now. For this battle I didn't do anything particularly fancy. I just told my men to charge. I got off my horse, I rushed at the enemy and started swinging until there was nothing left to swing. Pretty basic, but it got the job done. Thank you very much for watching this little battle. And the battle is over. I didn't use that much tactics, I just told them to charge and decided to fight it out on foot. Did we capture Lysa Arryn? Yes. I'm going to be merciful and let her go. Her troops? No. Oh wait, I didn't mean to take them. No, I don't want full tribesmen. I meant the prisoners is what I meant to take. Although, actually, you know what, I'll just take the tribesmen. Why not? We need troops. To the gate! Once we take this, I will end the episode and we will have access to the Vale. And the gate is open. Or rather, there are two holes in their walls and no catapult. Okay, now there are no catapults, so we should have a clear go. Let's do this. I will speed through the battle, starting from now. Now for this battle, I kind of did something a little odd, in that I realized I couldn't get through my men, so I went up to the front gate and tried to smash down the front gate myself, trusting in my advanced skill in swordsmanship to do it, but it didn't work. So I pushed through my men. I got to where I got behind the enemy troops and I started swinging until there was nothing left to swing at. And the battle was won shortly after that. Thank you for this little demonstration. And we have won! We have broken... We have kicked the door into the Vale, and we shall rule it. Actually, I don't know who's going to get the control of the bloody gate, but that's none of my business. That's Joffrey's business. So I think I'll go. We will show mercy because we are a very, very nice person, comparatively speaking. Everyone charge! And I will wait. I'll dismiss my army. And vote for control of the bloody gate. Who's it going to go to? They want me to control it. And even if I vote otherwise, well, it's me. At least the bloody gate and Harrenhal are close to each other, so that means I will be able to actually do something rather than having to trek halfway across Westeros in order to get to Evenfall like I have to do now. Right, I have been entrusted with this task. Right, let's go to the garrison. 4 people. Let's put in the Ironborn archers. In fact, let's just put in all the Ironborn. 150 people in here at least. Okay, manage town. Manage castle. We don't have someone to put in there at the moment, but we will find someone. I want train militia as the default task, and basically I want you to... Thankfully, it looks like most of it is developed already. Put some money in. Put 50,000 in the reserves. And we will put the cap for the garrison at, let's make it 900 and auto recruitment. Right, that should do. And as I said before, this will be the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching. This has been Darius for Team Iron Presents, and no matter where you are in the world, have a good day.